For years, students have suffered under the heavy, crushing weight of mindless, repetitive rote memorization. They treat the Krebs cycle as a dry list of chemical names and complex enzymes. These names are merely regurgitated for exams, creating a thick, impenetrable wall of academic confusion. This approach turns the elegant, rhythmic dance of cellular respiration into a chore of frustration. The process feels like abstract, meaningless labor rather than the miracle of biological life itself. To truly master this biological engine, one must shift perspective from memorization to vivid visualization. Imagine the mitochondria not as a static, flat diagram printed in a dusty old textbook. Instead, visualize it as a bustling, high-efficiency power plant operating within every single living cell. This microscopic factory hums with the constant vital energy required to sustain your very existence. By understanding that the cycle is essentially a series of carbon-shuffling steps, the fog clears. These steps are carefully designed to harvest high-energy electrons from the food we consume daily. As this logic takes hold, the complex, intimidating jargon begins to dissolve into pure clarity. The focus shifts away from rigid names like succinate or fumarate toward the underlying logic. We prioritize the fundamental purpose of energy extraction over the memorization of arbitrary chemical labels. This transformation turns a daunting list of reactions into a coherent, purposeful narrative of life. It is a story of fuel production that powers every single movement in fleeting thought. Every heartbeat and every neural spark relies upon this hidden, microscopic symphony of chemical change. The cycle is not a hurdle, but the heartbeat of the very cells that compose. By viewing it this way, the student moves from passive observer to an active participant. The metabolic engine becomes a tangible, mechanical reality rather than a series of abstract symbols. We see the carbon atoms dancing through the cycle, shedding energy at every precise turn. This shift in perspective bridges the gap between rote learning and genuine, deep scientific understanding. The complexity is replaced by a sense of awe at the efficiency of nature's design. Students no longer fear the cycle because they finally grasp the beauty of its mechanics. It is a masterpiece of evolution, refined over eons to power the complexity of life. When the jargon falls away, the elegant simplicity of the metabolic pathway finally shines through. We are witnessing the fundamental process that allows complex organisms to thrive and grow daily. This is the true essence of biology, stripped of its academic mask and revealed clearly. The power plant continues its work, regardless of whether we understand its intricate hidden operations. But when we do understand, the world of cellular respiration becomes a source of wonder. Consider the acetyl-CoA entering the cycle, ready to be dismantled for its precious, stored potential. It joins with oxaloacetate, forming citrate in a seamless, chemical handshake of perfect molecular timing. Each subsequent reaction acts like a gear in a clock, turning with absolute, unwavering precision. Carbon dioxide is released as a byproduct, a simple breath exhaled by the hard-working mitochondria. Meanwhile, electron carriers like NADH and FADH2 are loaded with the energy we desperately need. They act as tiny, biological batteries, shuttling power to the next stage of the process. This is not just chemistry, it is the very architecture of our survival and vitality. The cycle turns continuously, a perpetual motion machine fueled by the nutrients we ingest. Without this relentless rotation, the lights of consciousness would simply flicker out and fade. Every molecule has a specific role, a designated place in this grand, microscopic theater production. Nothing is wasted in this system, as every atom is recycled for maximum metabolic efficiency. The elegance of the pathway lies in its circular nature, ensuring a constant, steady supply. We stop seeing the names as obstacles and start seeing them as essential, functional components. The enzymes act as master conductors, orchestrating the speed and flow of the entire operation. They ensure that the energy extraction happens at exactly the right rate for our needs. By zooming out, we appreciate the scale of this operation occurring in trillions of cells. It is a silent, invisible industry that never takes a break, even while we sleep. The sheer scale of this activity is staggering, yet it remains perfectly balanced and controlled. We are essentially walking, talking ecosystems, powered by these tiny, ancient, and efficient engines. The more we learn, the more we realize that biology is a language of logic. Once you speak this language, the entire Krebs cycle becomes intuitive, rather than purely academic. You no longer need to force the facts into your memory through sheer, painful repetition. Instead, the facts anchor themselves into your mind because they follow a logical sequence. The narrative of energy flow provides a natural framework for every single chemical step. This is the secret to mastering complex biological systems without the burden of memorization. You are building a mental map of how life sustains itself at the deepest level. This map will serve you far better than any list of names or dry definitions. With this newfound clarity, you can explore the further reaches of metabolic science confidently. The cycle is now a tool in your arsenal, a concept you truly own and understand. Step into the light of understanding and leave the shadows of rote memorization behind forever. As the underlying logic of energy extraction settles, the cycle reveals itself as a beautiful loop. It is a self-sustaining sequence of chemical transformations that perfectly illustrates the economy of nature. By viewing the process as a relay race, carbon atoms are oxidized to release vital energy. The specific steps become intuitive markers of progress rather than serving as arbitrary academic hurdles. This 10-minute conceptual shift empowers learners to reconstruct the entire cycle from first principles alone. Traditional flashcards become obsolete as the student grasps the elegant flow of the metabolic engine. Instead of fearing the complexity, the student now visualizes the interconnectedness of every molecular player. Acetyl-CoA enters the stage, initiating a dance that defines the very essence of cellular life. The role of electron carriers like NADH becomes clear as they shuttle energy through the system. The ultimate production of ATP emerges as a logical progression of highly refined metabolic efficiency. This deeper understanding fosters long-term retention and sparks a flame of genuine scientific curiosity. Anxiety regarding impending tests is replaced by the quiet, steady confidence of true biological mastery. By stripping away unnecessary complexity, we finally uncover the rhythmic heartbeat of all cellular life. What was once a dreaded academic obstacle now stands as a fundamental pillar of knowledge. The student watches the mitochondria, seeing not a diagram, but a vibrant, living, breathing machine. Each carbon atom is a baton passed in a race spanning billions of years of evolution. The enzymes act as precise conductors, ensuring the symphony of respiration plays without a single error. Energy is harvested with surgical precision, fueling the complex machinery of the human body daily. The confusion that once clouded the mind dissipates like mist under the morning sun of understanding. Every movement of the body, from a heartbeat to a thought, relies on this hidden cycle. The student realizes that they are observing the very foundation of their own existence today. The chemical names, once intimidating, now feel like familiar friends in a well-told epic story. Succinate and fumarate are no longer just words, but essential gears in a grand design. The narrative of life-sustaining fuel production unfolds with a clarity that was previously entirely impossible. Mastery is not found in memorizing lists, but in seeing the elegant logic of the process. The cycle turns, and with each rotation, the cell breathes, grows, and sustains its vitality. A sense of wonder replaces the frustration that once defined the study of biological science. The student feels empowered, ready to explore the deeper mysteries of the microscopic world ahead. The power plant of the cell hums with a silent, relentless, and perfectly efficient energy. Knowledge is no longer a burden to be carried, but a lens through which to see. The beauty of nature is revealed in the simple, elegant math of carbon-based energy conversion. Every reaction is a testament to the efficiency that life has perfected over eons past. The student breathes deeply, feeling the connection between their own breath and the cellular cycle. This is the true essence of biology, stripped of its academic armor and laid bare. The cycle is a masterpiece of evolution, a loop that sustains the fire of life. With this perspective, the student is no longer a passive observer of dry textbook facts. They are an active participant, understanding the machinery that keeps the world turning within them. The wall of confusion has crumbled, leaving behind a clear path toward deeper scientific inquiry. Each electron carrier is a messenger of life, delivering the power needed for every action. The metabolic symphony plays on, a constant, beautiful, and essential rhythm within every living cell. The student smiles, knowing that the secrets of the cell are finally within their grasp. The journey from rote memorization to true understanding is complete. marking a new academic chapter. The Krebs cycle is no longer a chore, but a gateway to understanding life itself. It is the heartbeat of existence, a silent engine that powers the miracle of being. The student closes the textbook, their mind now a map of the metabolic pathways within. The complexity is gone, replaced by the simple, profound truth of how life sustains itself. They look at their own hands, marveling at the millions of cycles occurring right now. The microscopic world is no longer alien, but a place of order and brilliant logic. The relay race continues, carbon atom after carbon atom, fueling the fire of human consciousness. The student is ready to share this vision, to turn others away from rote memorization. They have unlocked the Metabolic Symphony, and the music is playing clearly in their mind. The cycle is a testament to the ingenuity of nature, a loop of endless potential. Every cell is a universe, and the Krebs cycle is the sun that powers it. The student stands tall, armed with the power of true, deep, and lasting scientific knowledge. The frustration of the past is a distant memory, eclipsed by the light of understanding. They see the world differently now, through the lens of metabolic efficiency and elegant design. The heartbeat of cellular life is the heartbeat of the student, steady and full energy. The cycle turns, the energy flows, and the story of life continues to unfold beautifully. There is no more fear, only the thrill of discovery and the joy of mastery. The Metabolic Symphony has been unlocked, and the student is finally free to learn forever.